Hi everybody, so today I've got a really exciting video to show you. I have had so many comments recently about my skin. People have been saying my skin looks better than usual. What have I done to change my skincare routine? And I have been testing out a product for the last 2 months, and I think that has played a massive part in why my skin has been looking so much better over the last couple of months. And that is because I've been using this radio frequency device from Amiro. I was lucky enough to be sent this device, and I was asked if I wanted to test this out, and if I like it then I can put out a video and let you all know. So I've been testing this out now for some time. I have to say, clearly because I'm filming this, I am delighted with it. So I have agreed to do this video for Amiro. They're actually sponsoring this video, but I wanted to test it out first before agreeing to do that, because I think it's super important to actually know if it works well for me, and also to be able to give you the information you might need. So I'm going to show you how this works, how it's working for me, and why I love it so much, and why it's actually become my #1 radio frequency device. So let me show you. I would imagine if you've ever looked into anti-aging treatments, you've heard of radio frequency. So this is not going to be a new concept to you. I have actually tried radio frequency before, but there's something quite different about this one. They use high frequency electrical currents that get right into the dermis layer of the skin, which is for me so important for things like pigmentation, sunspots that I'm trying to reduce, which has been very successful at. And it's also really good at attacking things like swelling under the eyes, the crew lines here, and smile lines. It's really, really good for all of those things. Not only does it reduce wrinkles, it can also improve your skin elasticity as well. So you may have already seen me talking about an Amiro device. I tried their face mask and I really did enjoy that as well. You might have seen me put that here on my channel, and if you did, then you will know that I got on very well with it. So that was another reason why I was so keen to try this when I was offered it, because I know this is a brand that I can rely on, and I feel like I can trust them to put something that is basically quite powerful on my face. You do need to trust the brand to be able to do that. So I would not be showing you this if I'd had any problems or if it caused me any issues. The only thing I can give you from this, the only feedback I can give you is positive. I had no bad experiences whatsoever. I am really, really pleased with them. So something that's really important is this one is actually gentle for very thin, sensitive skin, making it very good for mature skin, but also good for those sensitive areas like under the eyes, which we really want to target. This will not cause melasma. It will help to reduce hyperpigmentation, which for me is something I'm really looking to target. And that's because of the patented flat design, which is very different from a ring or a dot head. It has EMS technology, which is like a mini workout for your face. It gently pulses, lifts and tones your facial muscles. You feel it. You can change the power. You can really feel the muscles. You can even see them in action if you do it in front of a mirror. And it's great for cheeks and the jawline, especially if you're over 40 like me, heading towards 50 in my case. So this has 3 dedicated modes. Rather than me just talking about them, let me show you a demonstration of me using them. And in this clip, you'll see me using it in 2 very different ways. You can use it just with a conductor gel on, which you can get from Amiro, which I use also. And also you can get from Amiro patches to go across the jawline and under the eyes, and you can actually use it over the patches, and that really pushes in the product that are in the patches, that are just doubling up on the effect almost of the device. Well, maybe not doubling up, but certainly increasing it, because they are packed full of goodness to help with inflammation and to really treat the skin and give it the hydration it needs at the same time. So you're sort of doubling up on the treatment. So by the time I've finished using the patches with the device, I don't really need to add any skincare. I can just rub in all of the leftover cream, well, not cream, it's more of a light gel, if you like, from the patches. So that's one of the ways I do it, but otherwise I use the conductor gel and then I go straight to my skincare afterwards. So you'll see the 2 different methods in this clip. So I'll play that clip for you now. So here's the conductor gel, and when I'm just using this on its own, I just put this into all the areas I'm working on, whether it's eyes, jawline, or the full face. So you'll see here the different options. That was me just switching it on. And the first option here is the eye option, which is the yellow light. And you can see that the symbol at the top there, as you switch it on, either lights at the top or the bottom being the jawline setting, the top being the eye setting, or a circle in the middle, which is a full face setting. So I've put it on the top setting, which is under the eyes, and this is where this gadget really is very unique, because it fits underneath the eyes and you can really get into that area. This is me showing you how you can alter the strength. You can have it on a very powerful mode. Personally for me, I'm showing you now, I like to take it down to 2. And this is actually my favourite setting out of the 3 I'll be showing you today, because I like to really target this area. I do get puffiness under the eyes, especially now with age, and obviously those crow's feet can be targeted. But I use all 3 in one go actually. So I go straight to the V-lift jawline setting. I can usually increase this to about 3 strength, by the way, when I do it on the jaw. And now I'm just quickly showing you how the 3rd setting I would move straight to after the jaw when I do both cheeks, the whole area. Another thing that's important to know is the gadget actually does a bleep for you to tell you when you finish that section, so you don't need to time it, it just tells you, and then you know to move to the next section. So after each bleep you can do both sides of the face, and you can do all of the forehead, get down between the brows, do the sides of the face there. So you've literally covered every section of the face, and it's particularly good, I think, that they have that eye option, so that you can get close to the eyes. But here we are now showing you how when I use their actual patches, I can take the power at quite a few notches when I do this, by the way, because it is less, it's just more comfortable when you go up a few notches, so I can take more power and this really pushes the product into my skin. So I've pressed the bottom option there, and this is now doing the whole of the jawline. I actually did this yesterday, and this morning I noticed such a difference when I looked in the mirror. Honestly, my whole face, I just felt more youthful and definitely more tight. It's quite an immediate result when you do this. You don't have to do it with these masks, but you will see an immediate sort of result with inflammation, especially with this eye setting, which, like I said, this is my favourite setting. But when you double up by using it with one of these, it really is a very, very, very powerful result. It knocks years off you, honestly. It's also very comforting and it's like having a nice massage. You feel the warmth, but it's not too warm at all. It's comfortable. You just need to be careful about the level of power you have on. So my advice would be to start on 1 to 2, and you need to build up to sort of get used to it. Don't go in at 4 or 5 straight away. So now I'm just adding the gel to finish off the rest of the face. So I'm setting it onto the full face setting. You can see there you get the red light with that full face setting. And then taking it to both cheeks, and then I will finish off by doing the forehead and the other cheek, and that's my full face done. This whole treatment takes me no more than about 15 minutes, and I do like to combine all 3, and look at the fresh skin it gives me afterwards. I'm just rubbing in any excess product from the patches there. But honestly, this has been quite the secret weapon in making me feel and look more youthful. I'm absolutely loving it. And I'm going to be honest, whenever I see claims from gadgets like these, I am a little bit skeptical, because how many times have we tried gadgets and they don't perform, or they don't give you what you actually need? So it's actually rare for me to say to you, I think a device actually does exactly what it promises, but this one absolutely does. And I know that lots of you have commented in recent weeks about my skin, and I think that this is exactly why, to be honest. And it's a joy to use. It's comfortable. It's like having a lovely spa treatment. Like I said, just don't go too high up with the power. Just take it nice and gentle, and it can be really relaxing. I do it after my bath in the evening, sitting in bed, watching TV, relaxing. It's become my ritual. I don't do it every single night. I do it every few days. And then I always use a gentle skin cream afterwards. I don't go in with things like tretinoin afterwards. I do a very gentle skin routine on the day I do this, so that the focus has been really this treatment, then just adding some hydration afterwards. So I just put in a good serum and moisturiser afterwards, and I just wake up feeling and looking more youthful, honestly. I also love the fact that it combines different technologies within one device. So we've got that yellow light, which is so gentle but effective for under the eyes for inflammation and those wrinkles. But then for the full face, we can have red light plus infrared, which is the more powerful of the sort of 3. And then for the V line, we just have the red light. So there's 3 very different functions all within this one device. So it does really have an awful lot within it. It's very powerful, very effective, very easy to use, and I'm really, really, really impressed with it. I'm sure lots of you see these adverts or see these products and think, can you really get these results? But I absolutely believe you can, and I think, as I said, a few of you have actually pointed out that you've seen changes in my skin, and this is the only really big difference in my skin routine at the moment. So I really believe it can, and certainly the tightening here is one thing. I think it's reducing my sunspot more than usual, because that's something I'm always trying to target. And I do think it is reducing puffiness for me under here as well. And I'm really hoping that continued use, I'll start seeing even more results with things like lines above the lips. Here, I do think here actually, one of the comments I got was that it looks a lot smoother here. And I do think I had this sort of strong line in the centre there, and I really think that that's almost disappeared since I've used this, so that's pretty impressive in less than 2 months. So definite results. So this is priced at $330, so it is a solid investment, but I do have a very good discount coming up for you. But also, when you're looking at prices like this, if you were to go to a salon and pay for multiple treatments that you have to book in and maybe have large gaps of time in between, you're going to spend an awful lot more than if you just buy this once and then you've got it at home to use as much as you need to. Obviously follow the guidelines about how frequently to use it and tailor it to match your skin routine and what works best for you. But obviously once it's yours, there's no more costs, and you can just have those treatments absolutely free of charge. So ultimately it pays for itself and you're not having to pay out on expensive salon treatments. It's very safe to use, and it even has an automatic temperature control, so it cannot overheat. It will never reach the point where it's burning you or anything like that. The only thing that you'll be aware of is the power of the pulse, which is completely under your control. Start off light, build it up, and eventually you might, like when I first started, I had to start at 1. Now I can take it to 3. So if I keep doing it, maybe I can take it all the way to the top. So if you want to try this Amiro R3 Turbo, I have put the link below for you, but most importantly, I have a fabulous discount code for you. You can get a full $70 off this, which is really generous, I think. Use my code HannahR3, which I'll pop on the screen now, but it's also going to be in the video description below. You will also get the direct link to buy the product, and my code will give you $70 off. And I would love it if you did share your experience of using this device if you do use it. I would love to hear how you've got on with it, how you're getting on with it, and any other information that you'd like to share with the community, because it's always very useful and very helpful to not just everyone reading and watching, but very helpful to me as well, because we're always learning. I'm always learning. And certainly the thing I've learned in the last couple of months is just how effective radio frequency can be for me, especially as I'm approaching 50 and these concerns like around the eyes, above the lip, here, these sorts of things, they are concerns. I haven't had any sort of Botox or anything yet, so I'm trying to use as many devices as I can to sort of avoid doing that so far, but I know it's sort of, I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, but I'm trying to hold it back, if you like, and not have to do it straight away. So for now, I'm still not having anything done, and it's devices like this that are helping me get there. So I've absolutely loved using this, and if you use it too, I would love to hear your thoughts and your experiences. Please do share them below. And I'd like to thank Amiro again for sponsoring this video and for gifting me this incredible device, which I will continue to use, and I will continue to update you on it, and if I'm still enjoying it, still using it, getting more results from it. But so far, absolutely over the moon with it. So anyway, that is all from me for today. I do hope you have enjoyed this video and found it helpful, and if you have, please do hit the like button, and if you're not subscribed, I would love it ever so much if you did subscribe. But if you're already subscribed, thank you so much for being here at the end of another one of my beauty reviews, and I really do hope to see all of you again for my next video. Take care everybody, bye!